Joining us with reaction, the author of the New York Times bestseller, Treason, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor, Newt Gingrich. You know, I first interviewed you, I think it was in 1990. That's the first time I'm in a Holiday Inn in Decatur, Alabama. And you were giving a speech, and I was a local radio guy in Huntsville, Alabama. I've had a target on my back since I've spoken out as a conservative. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. And to me, there's a real threat to freedom of expression. Do you think I'm overstating this case, or maybe it's because it's affected me?
No. Look, I think, first of all, the left is in a rage. You saw that, by the way, the Democratic National Chairman's unbelievably vulgar comments over the weekend. These people are crazed. They're unhinged. Look at Berkeley. Look what happened at the college in Connecticut. You go around the country, the level of hostility, the level of desire to shut us up. They are so shocked that they lost in November, and they can't believe it's because they are out of touch, because they're dangerous, because their ideas are fantasies. Therefore, it's our fault. We're cheating somehow. And there's a war against Fox News for a practical reason. Fox News is the one place where you get reasonably accurate coverage of Donald J. Trump. If you're the New York Times or CBS News or the Washington Post, you would love to live in a world with no Fox News. And so there's a war, literally a war going on, with money being raised to hire lawyers, to set up fights, to do investigations. So you're a piece of that action. But you're also a piece of this much broader action that all across America, the fascist left has decided that they have to shut us up because we're winning the argument, and we're winning elections, and things ain't gone the way they thought they would. And I think this is a very dangerous time. I'm delighted that you counterattacked as directly as you did. I noticed that today that same individual withdrew the comments, said they weren't true, they were inaccurate. And I think we're going to see a lot more of this. Anybody who's willing to stand up for Trump is a target. Anybody who's willing to stand up for conservatism is a target. You're willing to do both.
You know, do you remember in 2010 when the IRS was used as a weapon against all these Tea Party and conservative groups? I remember I actually went to your old hometown in Atlanta. You know, we had 20,000+ people show up at a rally outside. That was done by design. I actually sense the same strategy is being invoked. You're right. Fox News is the only place on television that I think President Trump gets fair coverage. And I'm one of his supporters, but overall, the news division, he gets fair coverage. And talk radio, Rush, Mark, Laura, Beck, and all of us, we're all been targeted at some point. And my question is, do you think this is done by design to shut down Fox, or at least take away the heart and soul of it before 2020?
Look, absolutely. I think that there's the left thought they were going to win up to about 8 or 9 o'clock on election night. And they were sure that when Hillary replaced Obama, that they would then finish the job of wiping out conservatism in America, and they would impose their radical values, they would impose their bureaucrats, they would impose the laws they wanted. And they have been in a state of shock ever since 9 or 10 o'clock election night. And now they're almost like they're in a total rage. And they've decided that conservative media, conservative talk show hosts, Fox News in particular, are the enemy, that if you're allowed to continue to broadcast, if you're allowed to continue to reach out to millions of people, that they're never going to win again. And I think, frankly, they're right. And so this is an all-out effort with Hollywood liberals putting up millions of dollars, with George Soros putting up tens of millions of dollars. You see it all across the country, this desperate effort to organize, to politicize. I was at a university recently giving a speech. I had college Republicans tell me that they were genuinely frightened right after the election, because if you smiled, people yelled at you because it was inappropriate to smile when Hillary Clinton lost. I mean, it's that kind of intimidation, and it can get that bad.
All right, Mr. Speaker, stay right there. We are going to focus on the issues. We'll continue.